Hey guys, so we are outside by the chicken coop. You can see the chickens saying good morning to you. I'm going to get started on some early fall clean. So you can see the coop behind me. It's just OSB board that I painted with Swedish flower paint, and it's starting to peel. So I'm going to have to clean that all up and do a second coat on it. I painted that about 2 years ago, so it's time, and I've got to put some kind of edging on the roof there. But today we're going to focus on cleaning out the run and the coop. Needs a major overhaul. I'm going to flip this around so you can see the mess that we're going to work with. Hi, chicken noodles. Is it time to get your house clean? Got a tarp on the back side that I rolled up during the summer heat. We were in the 90s, high humidity, had to get some cross flow, but it's useful to have that tarp up on that side in the wintertime because that's where the winds and the rain drive in from. So you can see everything's pretty dirty. This side, everything's sort of flanked in some rows of Sharon that need to be trimmed back badly, and I need to do some remediation along the base of the run. Got some pavers along there, but it needs to be cleaned up. There's our back deck. Let's go take a look inside. So right now the base needs to be rototilled and then scooped out and get all this cleaned out of here. And once that base is cleaned down, I'll bring in some wood chips, get that filled back up nicely. And then of course here's the front side of the chicken coop, and that's all got to get repainted. But first, one of the first things I have to do is take care of all the massive cobwebs. I don't know if you can see how nasty they are. They develop so fast. It's all over the door, and when I walk in, I mean, it's like a haunted house in here. It's gross. So the inside of the coop I whitewashed, but it's time to get that done again too. Got a fan up in here for the summertime. That's got to get cleaned. Nesting boxes and the roosts. So all this is going to get a cleaning, but it's going to take quite a few days. So today we're going to start with the run. We'll start with the rototilling and cleaning out the base of the run, and then we'll, as well as doing the cobweb removal. Something else I need to figure out, this is on the uphill side of the run, so this being the downhill side, this being the uphill side. You know, when this was built, everything was somewhat level other than a little bit of a pitch for water runoff. But everything, you know, the chickens love digging down, and of course I've got the hardware cloth down under the ground, pavers on top, so we've never had a predator problem, no digging. But they're kind of different levels now, and when it rains really, really hard, water does kind of come through here and makes a bit of a mess. So I'm gonna try to potentially put some type of metal flashing, I think along the base here, to channel the water, you know, down around the edge and downhill on the outside where it belongs, instead of going right through this end of the chicken run. Girls, are you gonna get a clean house? Do some fall cleaning? Make it all pretty again? Okay, let's get started. if you can see on the white tarp, a lot of sort of algae has built up over the last couple of years, and I wasn't sure it was going to come off, but it is coming off. So let's see. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera, but I'm just using a sponge with water. Let's see, probably right here is pretty green. Thought I was going to have to buy a new one. But check that out, it's coming right off. I gotta put some new screws in here to hold this down because those are ripping out, but I'll just use some white duct tape and take care of it. But yeah, that's coming right out. Thrilled. Are you thrilled too, Mama? Chicken's happy. Are you happy it's getting clean? Or did you lay an egg? She laid an egg. And now you want to tell everybody about it? Huh? Come on. Tell everybody you laid an egg. Hey guys, getting a late start today, but going to get started on the side of the chicken coop. You can see behind me, painted red. The edge of the roof is unfinished. The OSB board is starting to really deteriorate. So the game plan is going to be to take off the trim pieces, and I'm going to put some plywood over the top of the OSB, trim it back in, build out the roof edge, potentially put in a gutter, and then get this repainted. The original color that you see there is a Swedish flower paint, and so I'll be using the same technique. I'm going to probably darken the color a little bit, so the natural pigment is on its way, should be here on Saturday, and hopefully after I get this side finished up, then we'll paint the whole thing. The other sides are pretty good. It's just this one side that's got a lot of deterioration from weather and rain, so we're going to try to rectify that. You can see the base of it now. It's pretty bad and getting a little bit of leakage on the inside, so got to work on that. But first we're going to let the chickens out. They can play while I work. This has screws in it all on the bottom, but I think it's so rotted that it's just pulling off. Oh my God, it's just hanging on by moisture. Check that out. Wow. Okay, good thing I'm doing that now. That's bad. That wasn't going to make it through another winter. We'll not be reusing that piece. Oh. Inside the wall, couple little woolly bear caterpillars. So we got to go put them someplace under some leaves. Look at how tiny that one is. I've never seen a baby one. Oh, I wonder if I can pull this whole piece off. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna get some scrap lumber, and there's some gaps between the cinder block foundation and the base of the frame. Not what it should be, but rather than take it all apart, I'm gonna get some scrap lumber, jam it in, basically, I don't have to really shim it up, but I'm gonna fill in those gaps with scrap lumber and then frame over it, and that should hopefully close it up. It's just an outbuilding. That should work. Okay. Okay, got my box of scrap lumber. So you can see the tight corner I'm working in. Just pulled out those couple little square pieces here. Oops, come on camera. Pulled those out. And I'm gonna be working in this tight corner between the tree and the gutter. Yeah. First piece of 2x4 wedged in there, fit perfectly, but there's this whole area, and I have two black snakes that hang around, and I let them be because they don't really get into the chickens or the eggs much, and they keep copperheads away and such. So, but I think that's where they live, is in the hole, and it's cold out. It's in the high 50s today, so I'm hoping there's no snake activity. But I'm about to get into behind this tree with a hole, and I'm afraid someone's gonna jump out in my face. So I got gloves, I got a hammer. I'll be brave. Thinner piece right there. How thin? How